when you first read the script, when you first knew what you were going into? Was how much excitement, how much trepidation? What were those initial days like? Because this is so unique.
I would say, uh, like when I first came across the script, I was immediately just kind of really excited by the world building that Tillman had done within these sort of sci-fi elements that he infused into what otherwise sort of like plays out as a horror film. But also what really like sold me was and Jessica was just talking about this was seeing his movie Lose and understanding how he brings the world those worlds to life, because that like is what was is incredible. He's just like a proper visionary.
Yeah, yeah. Hunter, going in right from the beginning, someone was saying he wanted you after seeing your work in Euphoria, knew you can do this just emotionally immediately, and you had some tough scenes from day one. Were you that confident going in from day one, and how exciting were those first few days, kind of diving in really head
Yeah.
first?
I mean, no, there was definitely some nerves because this was my first movie that I've ever filmed. And first character I've played outside of Euphoria, and I also learned how to act. Sam Levinson, the director of Euphoria, was kind of like my acting teacher, and so I had never really acted without him there. So I was like, "Holy, am I going to be able to do this?" And but yeah, it was just like that learning experience of understanding that okay, every set's going to be different and it's going to function in its own way and have its own rhythm. But I, I feel like I was still able to, dig deep and hit those emotional places when I could, or when I was supposed to, and um,
Yeah.
yeah, it was cool.
No, you're so incredible to watch in this, and just having you just said that it's just amazing. This would be your first film, and then now because there's been such a break with Euphoria, you have this amazing film career with so many different kinds of films already and so many different types of roles. It's kind of been wonderful to see your journey just over the last couple of years.
Thank you
Uh,
so much.
It's very cool. What's it like now? We'll get back to the movie in a second, knowing that Euphoria is coming back, and you have this film career that people love and you probably enjoy doing. And what's this next year going to be like for you?
Yeah. So I'm filming another TV show right now, and then we'll be jumping back into Euphoria in January. So it's gonna be about a year straight of TV, which is crazy, but I love both of the worlds of both of the projects, so I'm excited.
Lastly, I wanted to ask you, Hunter, just the physical nature of this. You get put through a lot in this film, um,
Hmm.
pretty much from the beginning, and you get kind of battered and bruised, both emotionally and physically. What was that fun? I'm sure you're not. It's not horrible for you as you're doing it. Well, how rough? How much do you enjoy that physical nature of all this?
Yeah, so that was probably one of my favorite parts. This set is where I learned that I love doing action. And I'm very thankful that I've gotten to do more since. But it's I was saying, yeah, I love it so much because you just get to be in your body and kind of get out of your head. And I can get really in my head sometimes on set, and you just I just throw myself in, and like anything can happen and it feels really real. So that's what's fun about it.
I'm bringing it back to Euphoria because Tillman was talking about that, just how thrilled he was with your work in that. When you return to that set eventually, how have you changed? How do you hope the show's changed because you've gone through so much last few years?
Yeah, I mean, it'll be my first time coming back to that set having other projects under my belt. And I feel like each project I've done has taught me more about myself as like actor, artist, person, whatever. I feel like I've grown up a lot. So I'm excited to see how that changes like the, I don't know, performance landscape in the world for Euphoria.